roundabout.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. There's a car there.
Exit.
Okay, going now. Hey guys, welcome to another video and another mock test. And like always, before we get started, any of you that need help with your driving lessons and have your driving test coming up, please check out this video for the ultimate driving course.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so today we have Daniela, and for those of you who are watching for the first time, the learners that turn up here, they haven't had any lessons with me. I'm meeting Daniela for the first time. She just wants me to assess her driving to find out whether she's ready for an actual driving test, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. And any of you that want to take part in these mock tests, they're totally free of charge as you give me permission to upload them onto YouTube. Just drop a message on Instagram at DGN Driving, and we just select people randomly. Okay, Daniela, so could you tell us a bit about your driving, please?
I've been driving for probably over a year or so, and as I said, my test is in a few weeks. And yeah, I think I'm ready, hopefully, and I can't wait to pass.
Cool. How many lessons have you had roughly?
I think about 40,
okay.
more or less.
Cool. Is there any part in your driving where you feel like you're not too sure about and that? Or?
The roundabouts, like the big ones, because just like lanes and stuff, knowing which ones.
Okay, and that'll be good practice for you because Wolverhampton has quite a few roundabouts.
That's what we get nervous about.
Okay, and you've been watching the videos, yeah?
Yeah.
So just like you see in the videos, I won't talk about any faults as they happen. We'll talk about that at the end of the test. Yeah, but for those of you who are watching, the faults will be talked about just before they happen and explained. So have you covered all the maneuvers and everything with your instructor?
Yeah.
Okay, and the show me, tell me questions, have you done them?
Not so much, but I've done a little bit of looking at home.
Okay, we'll leave that out then, yeah. But
Okay.
definitely do go through them. You can find them on the channel anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off by following the sat nav, yeah. And guys, just to let you know, obviously Daniela hasn't driven this car before, so might take a bit of getting used to. So whenever you're ready, if you could move off for me, please. When turning left here, Daniela doesn't follow the curb, so he's slightly wide. The road is narrow, so she does go over to the other side a bit. At this turn, she does everything well, apart from the steering. Again, she is slightly wide. Very soon, this does develop into a serious driving fault.
Turn left.
This crossroad is slightly staggered, so getting a good position when waiting for the oncoming vehicles can be quite tricky. Daniela positions well.
Head. Keep left.
As we approach this roundabout, there is a pedestrian crossing beforehand. Daniela shows good awareness by noticing that there isn't enough space ahead and stopping before the crossing. After entering this roundabout, she shows good lane discipline and sticks to her lane.
Cross the roundabout, second exit, then turn left.
Coming up now is Daniela's first serious driving fault.
Turn left, then go right on the roundabout.
As we saw earlier, when turning left, she steers slightly wide. She does the same again here, but this time there is a lorry on the other side of the road. We are getting too close, so I had to intervene. Okay, steer more. Steer to the right now.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Now this is a spiral marked roundabout. Daniela enters the roundabout well, but after entering the roundabout, she doesn't notice the markings. She should have kept to the left of this marking that appears, but instead she drives over it.
Take the exit, then go left on the roundabout. After 300 yards, turn left.
This left turn she does well, but after the left turn she goes the wrong way. Going the wrong way is not a driving fault as long as there is no danger caused.
Turn left.
Here we are supposed to be turning right. Daniela gets confused and drives past the turn. She did signal right, but luckily there was no vehicles around, no one coming out from that side road or nobody behind, so this wasn't a serious fault. If there were vehicles around, then it would have been different.
Turn right.
Missed it.
Okay, turn right.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
She approaches and enters this roundabout well. But after entering the roundabout, instead of staying in the right hand lane, she drifts slightly over to the left a bit too soon. She does correct her position. And she carries out good observations before changing lanes to exit the roundabout.
Take the exit.
Now Daniela decides to change lanes. Initially I thought she had gone into the right hand lane as we are turning right at the roundabout that's coming up. The roundabout is still quite a distance away, so this would have been too early to change lanes for the roundabout. But as you'll see, Daniela had changed lanes to overtake the silver vehicle. And this was fine to do, but if she wanted to overtake, she should have built up a speed quicker and overtook. We are turning right at the roundabout, so now Daniela should just stay in this lane, but she decides to move back to the left. And when she did this, she did get slightly too close to the vehicle that we had just overtaken.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Now she has to get back to the right hand lane as we are turning right at the roundabout. As she checks the mirrors, there is a vehicle approaching quite fast in the right-hand lane. So in this situation, if you haven't got enough time or space to change lanes, it's best to go the wrong way. But Daniela is about to go into the right-hand lane, so I had to intervene.
Go right on the roundabout.
Watch out, there's a
Third
car there.
exit.
Okay, going now.
Take the exit.
We are entering a car park in which I'll ask Daniela to carry out the reverse bay parking maneuver. Here she touches the curb. Our speed was slow, and for that reason I mark this as a normal driving fault. As we enter the car park, there are giveaway markings, so Daniela should look to the right and stop for any vehicles. She carries out good observations and is looking to the right. There is a vehicle approaching, but instead of waiting for that vehicle, Daniela decides to go. She should have waited. And if you could stop around here now and reverse into any one of these bays on the left, please.
Yeah. Can I go forward a bit?
Yeah. She carries out good observations by checking all around before reversing. Again, she carries out good observations as she steers and our vehicle swings out. You'll notice that Daniela is using the reversing camera whilst doing this maneuver. You are allowed to use the cameras on the test as long as you keep up the observations. She notices that she is slightly over the bay line, so decides to go forward and readjust. It's okay to readjust, but when readjusting, you'll notice that Daniela wasn't thorough with her observations. She should have done what she did earlier and checked all around. She finishes up in a good position inside the bay. Okay, if you could move off, turn right then turn left please. And at this roundabout, if you could continue straight ahead, which is the second exit. Her lane discipline when going straight ahead at a roundabout has been good so far. But as she enters this roundabout, instead of staying in the left lane, she drifts over slightly into the middle one. Luckily there were no vehicles in that lane, so this wasn't a serious fault. At this roundabout, her lane discipline is really good. Here Daniela gets a serious driving fault for adequate clearance. Throughout the whole test, when passing parked vehicles, her distance has been fine. But when passing these lorries, she gets way too close. I had to ask her to steer away. Steer more, steer more. Okay, slow down, brake more, brake. Steer away, steer away. Okay. Now we are back at the test centre. Let's find out what Daniela thought about her driving. And if you could park up on the left for me, please. A bit more further down, please. Thank you. That's fine. Okay, if you could switch off the engine for me. It's the end of the test. Are you smiling under that mask?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think you did?
I failed.
Do you know what on?
Almost hitting the lorries.
Sounds bad, doesn't it?
And hitting the curb.
Yeah, that curb one. To be honest, I marked that as a normal fault. Yeah. Okay, but okay, we'll talk about the faults in order. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the lorry.
The first one.
Yeah. So what's been happening with your left turns is even when you moved off, yeah.
Mm.
When you're turning left from the main road into the side road, you're not following the curb. You're drifting away.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a lot of your turns are wide. Yeah, your left turns, and yeah. So the first couple that you did at the start, nothing serious. I marked as minor faults. Yeah. Obviously, we had a perfect example there where the same fault, yeah, made in a different situation can become very serious.
I think it's because it came up really fast and there were cars on the road and I was like, oh, I've got to turn now.
Yeah, there were cars on the road, but still we could have been a lot closer to the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were just like you were doing earlier when you're turning in, you're just like touching the the centre white line. Yeah. And getting really close to the other side of the road.
Okay.
And on that occasion, there was a lorry there, and that was too close. That's why I had to intervene, tap the brake a bit, and ask you to steer more this way. So the left turns is something that you need to work on in your lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just following the curb more.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously your lessons don't be in this car. Your instructor may give you a reference point to help you follow the curb, when to turn and how much to turn.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing you definitely need to sort out in your lessons. Again, that won't take long to sort out. Yeah, it can easily be done within a lesson. There's one roundabout we did. He had spiral markings on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know which one.
And they were, to be fair to you, they were pretty hard to see. Yeah, they were quite faint, but you didn't follow the marking. You went over the line. Okay. And when you watch the video back, you'll notice it in there. Yeah. Okay. Then. Okay. When I asked you to turn right at the roundabout, yeah. Well, I didn't ask you to turn. It was we were following the sat nav, yeah. But we were on the dual carriageway. There was a silver car in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you'd gone into the right-hand lane to turn right at the roundabout.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, should I give her a fault for getting into the right-hand lane too early?
Yeah.
Because on the sat nav said half a mile, but then obviously you showed me you had just done it to overtake the car. Yeah. The speed limit on that dual carriage was 50. The car in front was doing around 40. Good decision to overtake, but if you want to overtake, be a bit more prompt with it.
Okay.
Yeah, you stuck to the kind of same. You got into that lane, you stuck to kind of the same speed as the car. We took a while to overtake, and you were holding up traffic behind there.
Okay.
Yeah, but then when you came back to the left after overtaking it, yeah, there was really no need to do that because
I thought I'd get marked down for staying in the right hand lane. So
Like
I was
said-
like, I should go round and then back in.
yeah, and but there was no need to do that because the roundabout was
Okay.
close. But if the roundabout was a bit more further down, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, but we were like in position for the roundabout.
Okay.
But then you went over to the left. As soon as you went over to the left, yeah, and by the way, when you came to the left,
Yeah.
that was slightly too soon.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to make sure, yeah, you fully pass that car, and that vehicle that you've overtaken is visible in here. As soon as it starts to appear in here, that means you've got a good enough distance.
Okay.
Okay, don't use the side mirrors just like for that judgment. Yeah. Okay, because vehicles always seem further away in that.
Okay.
Okay, so after you've overtaken someone, when you want to come back in front of them, make sure you can see them in that mirror. Okay, and then you realize you're turning right. So you check your mirrors, you signalled, there's a car coming quite fast. Yeah, in that right-hand lane. When I said to you, there's a car coming.
Mhm.
Yeah, so should you have gone into that lane?
No, I should have gone the wrong way.
Yeah. Like you watch the videos, going the wrong way is not a problem, but you do never ever want to change lanes unless you're 100% certain. This is not just for your test, even after you pass. Yeah, you might be in a situation where you think, damn, I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, and there's vehicles there approaching quite fast. It's not safe to go into the lane. Don't do it. Go the wrong way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, that, and then, what did we have after that? Okay, you know when we entered the car park, obviously you touched the curb,
Yeah.
yeah? So, again, we went at a high speed, yeah? You touched the curb slightly, yeah? That wouldn't necessarily mean you failed your test for that, okay? But then, after that, we're entering the car park, you're carrying out good observations, there's a giveaway marking, you've looked to the right, there's a black car coming towards us. I've seen you looking at the car, thought, okay, so what did you see in it? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you should have stopped for it, but what did you do?
I keep going.
You kept going, the lady was like, look at, like, obviously she wasn't approaching that fast that I had to intervene.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to take drastic action, but still,
Okay.
she had priority there.
Yeah.
And she's thinking, "Oh, what's going on from her expression?" Yeah, okay. I don't know why you didn't stop. You obviously saw her. You looking straight at her.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought she was giving me away.
Okay, did she give you any signal to give you away or anything like that? Flash her lights or stop for you?
She was going slow.
Okay. Oh, so she was in the car park. She was doing the correct speed. Yeah. So that was a bit of a silly one. And the Bay Park, to be honest, that wasn't bad at all. Obviously,
I think I was a bit close to your side.
yeah, you were the first time around. You were outside the bay, so you readjusted. Yeah,
Yeah.
just your observations when you readjusted.
Okay.
So you know when you're gonna go forward and then reverse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, make sure you check all around thoroughly
Okay.
again. Yeah, you did
I
have a
think-
quick glance.
I think it was hard because it was like a bit uphill and there were no bays in front of me, so
Yeah.
I had to kind of make a judgment on whether I was straight enough to get back in, and I was just a little bit over
Yeah.
to your side. I was in, but just.
Yeah. No, but that's fine. You know, as long as you're inside the bay, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
That wasn't the issue. Yeah, the issue was those observations just before
Okay.
readjusting.
Okay.
Yeah, before when going forward and coming back again. Okay. I didn't mark that as serious. It was a minor. You did have a quick look. Yeah. Okay, you didn't look thoroughly enough. Lane discipline on all your roundabouts when going straight ahead, really good. Yeah, you're sticking to your lane. But then on one of the roundabouts towards the end, when we entered, there were 3 lanes on approach. You started off in the left, which was good.
Was it the one that was like the second left?
No,
Oh,
not that one. That is the one after that.
Okay.
So what you did was you started off in the left, but as soon as you entered the roundabout, you went into the middle about that much. Yeah, there was no one there.
Yeah.
But again, that could easily have been turned into a serious fault. I
Okay.
didn't mark it as a serious fault, yeah. But on the other roundabout, you showed me, you know, how to keep to your lane, well, yeah. Then at the end with the lorry, like, I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, you were really close, and then obviously I had to ask you to steer away, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The other times, you've held back well, and your distance from the parked vehicles was pretty good. But on that occasion, yeah, and then even after I asked you to steer away, there's another lorry coming, and I
Yeah.
could see your foot on the gas. I was like, okay, brake, slow down, yeah, because the gap was quite narrow.
Okay.
Okay. There are a lot of good points to your driving. A lot of good points. Obviously, we're picking out these faults so you can sort these out in the couple
Yeah.
of weeks you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And about 3 lessons, all this can easily be sorted out.
Okay.
Yeah. So steering,
Yeah.
spiral, mark roundabouts, and your judgment when passing parked vehicles. Like I said, that didn't happen continuously. Yeah. Happened
Except for
towards
the
the end.
lorries.
Yeah, yeah. It happened when it shouldn't have happened. Really. Yeah. Yeah. In the most dangerous situations. Right then.
The turn came up really quickly.
Okay. Sounds like an excuse to me, that one.
It is.
Okay. Any questions?
Shall I, like, with my lessons, shall I mainly focus on, like, junctions and, like, left
Yes,
turns?
I would say to your instructor, look, tell them that you've taken a mock test. Say, what I felt on was when I'm turning left, I keep going wide. Yeah, it could be just because you're driving a different car. Yeah, but still,
Hey,
you're...
this one's got, like, a bigger nose than, like, I think I drive, like, one a Ford.
Okay.
Yes, just
So,
small.
yeah, just ask your instructors, say, is this something I normally do in my lessons? Yeah, because I did it on the mock test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then spiral mock roundabouts.
Yeah.
And just say another one, just judgment when, in meeting situations, where,
Yeah.
like, say, tight roads with loads of parked cars.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Other than that, like I said, there was nothing else that kept happening continuously, yeah.
Okay.
So, you sort this out, you shouldn't have an issue with your actual test.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Any questions?
No. Can
Cool.
I do another one?
I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for another one. I've got loads of people inquiring, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, sort this stuff out. Yeah, it's not going to take that long to sort out. Okay.
I think I've got a lesson on Monday or Tuesday, so
Cool.
let me know.
Yeah. Thank you very much for doing the mock test and
Thank
coming down to
you.
do it. And guys, like always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.